This is Doreen McCarthy, and we're here to look at her work at Art Basel. And what do we have here?
This is Cease to Look. It's an inflatable work of vinyl, and I've worked with inflatable plastic for over a decade, and the work has gone from smaller work to very large, almost architectural scale, outdoor and indoor works, so that the work addresses a lot of different kinds of language. It addresses materiality, it addresses anthropomorphic imagery, aerodynamic imagery, so it changes a bit, but it still deals with gravity, it deals with objecthood, how things occupy space. So it's a kind of formal language, but the plastic and the inflatable is kind of fun, so it has a juxtaposition of being a very formal language with a very pop kind of reference, and it's a transformation of materials, which is what I like about the plastic as well.
Great.
And it's tactile, and it's inviting, and then it's off-putting, and these are the kinds of concerns that I'm interested in.
Please show me more.
Well, I also have started to work with plexiglass, and that becomes another formal quality because it's so hard edge, and that becomes way more architectural than the inflatables because by the nature of the inflatable it's softer, and the plexiglass allows it to take a much different imagery.
Excellent. And that's also yours.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I love how the shadows work with it
The
and how it
shadows
captures
are
light.
important because they become almost painterly, and they kind of reinforce the objecthood because they become they reinforce the clear forms which aren't so readily seen unless you see the shadow. So they create volume.
So please tell me about the piece that I photographed outside.
It's Archimedes Spiral. It's my newest inflatable piece, and I'm pretty excited about it because it's about a year of my life, from gestation to drawing it and getting it fabricated and deciding all of the scale issues and the color with the fabricators and the engineers, and making sure that they understand my vision. It's a continuous line, so it's almost like a giant drawing in space, and that was something that was of interest to me. And I wanted it to be somewhat architectural, but not so large that you couldn't experience it by, except for standing far away. So I wanted people to be invited to walk around it and through it, and so there was a lot of thought and a lot of decision making involved in the scale. The color was also very particular because I thought that the pink would be almost flesh-like, which makes it really visceral and almost organic and anthropomorphic, and that was also a very specific decision, so that it could be anywhere from intestines to something like a very graphic formal drawing. So those were some of the initial concerns that I had when I was making decisions about the piece.
Excellent. So where can my viewers see your work?
With Heskin Contemporary, I work out of New York. I also exhibit often in Germany with Martin Kudlak Gallery in Cologne and Martina Detterer in Frankfurt, and with a gallery also in Berlin. So I've been working in Germany quite a lot for over the past 10 years.
Excellent. Thank you so much. It's
Thank
wonderful
you.
meeting you.
Ditto.